voice.
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to tonight's very, very special call. We sent you an awful lot of emails to get you here tonight, and it looks like quite a few of you have showed up. I see all kinds of names in the question box. If I don't get to your name, please don't feel abandoned. There's an awful lot of you here. I see a couple of familiar and friendly faces. I see some faces I haven't seen in a while, so that is excellent. That is excellent. With me, as always, are Jason Bell and Ed Hopkins. Say hello, fellas.
Hey,
everybody.
I'm gonna put. You guys can say hello and all that kind of stuff. I'm launching a poll here, real quick. Launching a poll. So, if you guys could all, as we get warmed up here, answer the questions you see in front of you, that would be fantastic. Jason's here, Ed's here. How's it going, guys? Exciting call tonight.
Yeah, man, I was looking forward to this one. This is going to be a good one, my friend. Doing good though, Dave. How are you?
Oh, I am excellent. It's I'm excited and I'm nervous, and all of those emotions make them spilling out of me here.
I think everybody's a little nervous right now.
It's been a long time since we've done this.
Yes, it has.
It's been a very long time. So this is kind of cool. We're going to get started here in just a minute. We'll make sure everybody can get in. But yeah, it's been a long time since we've sold the Wrecking Ball SMS system. And a lot of that had to do with the fact that it was evolving faster than we could keep up with it training-wise, and that's kind of always been the case because it's been in such a heavy state of development its whole life, right? And we finally got a stable platform that does everything and anything anybody could ever want it to do. And that's pretty cool. You know, we've been here an awful long time, and we're ready to offer it to the public and more importantly, to offer it to you guys because you're our best customers out there. And because of that, we've got some truly crazy pricing on the system that we're going to show you tonight, as well as all of the new updates and features that you probably haven't seen. If it's been a while since you've seen the Wrecking Ball SMS system, or maybe you're new shopping for SMS systems, we'll take a look at these poll results in just a minute. And, tonight's going to be a very, very cool night. So, yeah. How was your day, man? Jason?
It's pretty good, Dave. I was making slides and working on training, and just one of those days that you turn around and it's just like, oh, it's already 7, 8 o'clock. Like what happened to the day? The day's gone. I forgot to eat. So it's been a pretty busy day. But you just talking about, it's been so long with just introducing and talking about Wrecking Ball. I don't even think since I've been with the tank that we've done any type of training or anything with Wrecking Ball. I think I was a tanker the last time, we did anything with the system. So
yeah,
it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and that's the truth. And I don't want to ruin anything because I'm going to blow through a presentation here tonight, and we're going to tell all about it. The reality of the story, this is going to be a very different kind of webinar tonight because I was correct in thinking that most of the people that are on this call have some knowledge of the Wrecking Ball SMS system. And some people have heard of it but don't know much about it, which is going to work out perfectly. So we've been telling you all along that this is going to be a very different kind of webinar. It's not going to be full of hypey pitch and bonuses because, very frankly, you'll see why in just a few minutes here. So we'll get going very, very quickly here. It's about 4 minutes after. I'm going to give another 2-3 minutes. I know GoToWebinar has been having a lot of trouble letting people in the door, so we'll give it just a few minutes here. I think our poll results have stabilized for the most part. So I'm going to just put that up on the screen there. You guys can see that. So you can see this is who's on the call. This is who's on the call tonight. And that's kind of what we figured. So I thought that's how we'd structure the call, and that's going to work out pretty good. So I appreciate you guys all being here with us tonight to kind of take this celebratory journey, if you will. Yeah. So most of you have, let's see, what time is it? It is 7:05. We're going to give it one more minute because I did promise that we would cut to the chase and reveal everything by 12 and a half minutes in. So I think I can do that in 6 minutes flat with the presentation that I've got in front of you. So what do you think about that? Paul says he's a former Minnesota boy, always happy to do business with me. Thank you. You know, we don't have anything else to do up here except develop software in the wintertime, because if you go outside, you die. It's no joke, right? So, all right, 6 minutes after. Do you guys? Can I tear into this, Jason, Ed? You guys ready for this?
Go for it.
Give you guys an opportunity here. Ed's going to go over the system here as we get into it. I don't know why there's an animation just on Ed's name there. So who we are? This is us, Ed Hopkins, Jason Bell. Of course, I'm Dave Igo. And most of these webinars start out with a whole bunch of, who we are and why you should listen to us. I'm going to assume for a minute that if you're here, you already know the answer to that. Bottom line is I'm a crazy-ass marketer that does all kinds of crazy things with marketing, found SMS, and decided to build a piece of software. And this is going to be the story of a piece of software that's truly world-class, that there are none better, and that's built for marketers by marketers, okay? So I've got lists and lists of features. It's complete business in a box. It's over 3 years in development. Managed free trial members, paid members. Does everybody know all of this already about the Wrecking Ball SMS system? Does everybody know the basics? Give me a yes or no in the question box. Because I've got this whole big, long list of stuff that it does. But see, you guys already know what's up. There's 2 or 3 of you maybe saying no, mostly yeah, all right, cool. Well, we're going to give you a complete overview of the current version 7 here in just a couple of minutes. But since the majority of you already get most of it, right, because there's a lot of current customers here, I'm going to skip through some of it, all right? I've got some of this stuff, how this all started and how I wanted SMS to do these crazy things like viral campaigns and loyalty campaigns and prospector campaigns. And these are actually some of the flow charts that were used to lay those campaign styles out, right? So I'm going to tell you the story, the timeline. In October of 2011, I released a WSO called the $1,000 a Day Offline Empire, okay? In November of 2011, I started consulting on Ken Anderson's SMS Monster project, which was a software project dubbed the SMS Monster, okay? This was released in January of 2012, and I actually sold this for Ken from end of November of 11 through February of 2012. It looked like this. Is this a blast from the past for a lot of you? And this is version 3 or 4. Might be version 5 even. I don't really even know, but this is a while back. You can see some of the dates here are back into May of 2012, right? Well, Ken kind of announced that he wasn't going to pursue SMS and need a little break. And that was in February, and everybody nobody knew what was going to happen to this project, because there was a couple 150 people that had bought it, including myself, and we had a lot of time into it. And, Ken had delivered what he said he was going to when he said that, this is what it was going to do, but nobody knew the fate of the software. So I bought it from Ken, right? In March of 12, partnered with Ed Hopkins as Technical Ninja. Say hi again, Ed. And in May 2012,
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I knew I was going to catch you off guard.
I was totally immersed in your conversation here.
Excellent. So in May of 2012, we released the software Sold a couple of private webinars as the Wrecking Ball SMS system version 2.0. Okay? In 2013, August, we acquired a U.S. shortcode branded WootText. And in November of 2013, released a beta version of the all-new, coded from scratch.
Lost you for just a second there.
Where?
There, he's back.
Where'd you lose
You
me?
said in May 2012.
May 2012, we released the software as Wrecking Ball SMS in a version 2.0. We sold it via a few private webinars. In August of 2013, we acquired our U.S. shortcode, branded WootText, and in November of 2013, released the beta version of the all-new, coded from scratch, version 6 Wrecking Ball. Okay? We are currently at version 7. Not bad for a 3-year run, huh? Let me ask you guys a question. I know there's some legacy members on the call. How many of you, when you bought this thing for $131, truly believed that you'd be on this call and you would have been grandfathered in and we would have given you everything that we said we would, which was all future updates? So a lot of you, I appreciate, there's a couple of no chances. We did. And we're still here. And this thing's better and badder than ever. And like I talked about, there's all new training coming. We're going to talk about that tonight. All kinds of very cool things. The bottom line is we're still here, okay? As a matter of fact, there's been over 2,000 installations of the Wrecking Ball SMS system. I'm going to take a little sip here. We estimate that there's been over 10 million text messages sent through it. There's about 700 current users. And like I said before, we're over 3 years, and we're still getting better by the day. I think that's a pretty cool milestone. There's not a lot of software development happening within our marketing space that's supported this far out. Okay?
It's rare.
It's extremely rare, and it's still getting better. It is 12.5-minute mark. Sorry. Okay, so let's cut to the proverbial chase. Vic says 12.5-minute mark. So here's the price timeline, just to get you up to speed. Originally sold it for $131 lifetime access when it was Ken's. Once it was ours, we sold it for $297 for lifetime access. A couple months later, we sold it for $599 for lifetime access. Since then, it hasn't been sold for a one-time price. We switched to $47, then $19.99 a month. And September 2012 through 2013, we gradually increased the monthly cost of the Wrecking Ball SMS software to where it's currently at, which is $67 a month. How many of you on the call are paying $67 a month for the Wrecking Ball SMS system? Give me a yes in the question box. Worth every penny, isn't it? Quite a few of you. You guys are going to really love what you're about to hear, okay? But you haven't been able to buy this dang thing in almost 2 years. And that's the reality. So the fact that we're not only still here, still doing what we do, still succeeding with SMS, still in the game 3.5 years out, and haven't sold it in almost 2 years, I think that really says something about what we've done here and the community we've created around this software. So we told you in the email we were going to cut to the chase. This is the deal. If you're paying monthly, if you used to pay monthly and you stopped, if you've never purchased Wrecking Ball SMS, this is the only time you are ever going to be able to get lifetime access ever again is on this call. A year of WBSMS costs you $67 a month. Okay? Half off 1 year would be $402. We're going to sell you lifetime access to WBSMS version 7, all future bug fixes and developments of the up to and through version 7, and you'll never have to pay anything else ever again for only $399. What do you guys think of that? Hold on. We're actually going to give you another $100 off because we really wanted to blow this out of the water. So for $299, you can get lifetime access to the Wrecking Ball SMS platform with nothing to pay ever again. Now, if you're currently paying monthly, I want you to sign up, send us your receipt, give us about a week to get you canceled, and I also want everybody on this call to know that there is absolutely no refunds on this package. Okay, and you're going to see that all through the shopping cart, and I mean every word of it. If you don't know enough about Wrecking Ball SMS to make an informed decision, then I want you to ask us a question. You can get our support link in the shopping cart. Go to wreckingballmobile.com and you'll see it. Okay? But there will be no refunds on this. We're going to give you a complete demonstration of the Wrecking Ball SMS system in just a moment here, if you haven't seen it.
Dave.
Let's give it a moment for Dave to come back with us here.
Oh, did I leave?
I thought you were trying to move another decimal point over.
Oh, when did I leave?
You said we're going to give, and then you want our intermission.
We're going to give you a complete overview of the Wrecking Ball SMS system in just a minute. If you haven't seen it in a while, if maybe you used to own it back at version 3 and got out of it, you may want to stick around and take a look at this, okay? It's pretty impressive, and there's some new features, even if you're a current customer, we can guarantee you haven't seen. So this is truly going to be the only time that you will ever see the Wrecking Ball SMS system for a one-time price like this. It's not going to happen again. You guys have been with me a long time. You know that it's no BOS. And, yeah, I don't know what else I have to say about that. Go to wreckingballmobile.com and secure your spot now. We are going to be doing a very limited, we don't know what the number is. We'll know as soon as our support desk is overloaded, and then we'll be pulling the offer. So there's the scarcity. Okay? I'm not pulling any marketing tricks. I'm not strapping a million bonuses to it. This is the deal. And I think that's fair, and I would hope that you guys respect that we got to this pretty close to the 12.5-minute mark. Whew. I was rushing to get through it, fellas.
It's pretty dang good, man.
Yeah, Ed, can I let you do a demonstration so I can just shut up for 1 second?
Sure, just imagine how fast I have to go.
Yeah, I know it, but you're so much better at it than I am. So yeah, jump over to wreckingballmobile.com and pick this up if you've made your decision and you know. Otherwise, stick around and check this out. We're going to show you some of the most recent and badass features of the WB SMS system here.
Let me see if I can expand this out a little more so you guys can see its beauty. All right, what you guys see right now is the admin, which manages your entire business, your SMS business, and all your customers. It's full bootstrap, looks awesome, and it shows, on this dashboard here, it shows your daily statistics, shows your gateway info. If you need to update, you just click on the update button. You have a notepad, you have a to-do list, all that good stuff. We have, in the settings, we have our gateway settings, SMS handling settings. We can set our schedulers, day of the week. We can set our payment settings, PayPal, Authorize.net, First Data. Those are the top 3 big guns that are out there. We have a full debugging system built in. If you're having problems sending SMS or receiving SMS, you can use the debugging system built into it right here. You can set your own training URLs for clients, and I'll show you the client side in just a second here. You also have your own API key where other systems can speak to Wrecking Ball SMS to send text messages. As Dave mentioned earlier, we do have the USA 69696 short code. You can manage that entire end of your business here. All the keywords that you own, you can grab keywords, remove keywords, and and ownership of keywords, all from this area as well. Full tracking tells you your credits, used, left, all that good stuff. You always get up-to-date information on your install by clicking on the information. You have your own resources where you can add your own PDF trainings. You can also add images that can be placed into the client side, and I'll show you that when we get there. As far as the layout, you can customize the entire look and feel of the client front end. You can manage everything from back colors, gradients, roundness of tables, all that good stuff, all covered and done. And you're going to see here what the client side looks like. Many of you already know what it looks like. But those of you that had the version 3.0 are going to be totally amazed at what it looks like now. Inside, we've also created auto email system, registration templates, payment templates, account low email templates, suspension templates, mass email templates, and also our static footer, which goes into all these other templates. All you have to do is plug in your tags on what you want to show. Whenever that event is triggered, these will be sent out, both to the client and to yourself. Next, we have an FAQ manager that goes in the client side. So all the frequently asked questions that people bug you about can be answered in the FAQ section on their end. Anytime you have errors, just let us know. Just tell us now, and our development team instantly is notified. Next, we have a complete mobile version of this system that has pretty much every single feature that I'm about to show you in the client side built into it. So not only can someone access from a PC, if you're out and about, if you're doing trainings showing people the system, you can do it from your mobile as well. Next, time zone settings. You can take care of all that stuff. We are going to be adding more time zones as Twilio is constantly expanding their reach with SMS.
Hey, Ed.
So those are, yes.
I apologize. I got to stop you real quick. There's a ton of people punching in the question box that they went to buy, and the shopping cart told them that it was sold out. Very frankly, that there was a little bit of a rush into the shopping cart, and I didn't realize that I had a inventory limit set. So if you got the sold out message, try it again. You should be good to go.
Yeah, that's pretty important.
Yeah, well, and I didn't realize that was even in there. That I missed it. So that's nice. Now it's set, to the actual number. So
now Stella's got to get her groove back now.
Right.
All right. So I've gone through all this. You have an area where you can manage your credits now. If you ever need to add credits, like an emergency situation where a client calls you and says, hey, I'm out of credits, SMS won't send, you just choose that user and then give them the credits that they need instantaneously. They'll pay you later. Next, we have our client accounts. You can add, edit, and delete clients from within the system. You can collect all the information that you need, even if you're using SPS. That's going back even further, Dave. But you collect all their information. You can determine which package they get, when their packages expire. You can choose their account type. You can even grab numbers from Twilio from an existing sub-account if they're already a customer with another SMS system that you may be using that we might already own too, Dave. Going back now, if you want to manage all of your Twilio numbers, it's easy as just come in here, and we all know that Twilio is a pain in the butt just to do the mediocre things like releasing a number or finding a number. This system handles it all. You can buy a number from United States, Canada, United Kingdom, toll-free numbers. And did I mention toll-free numbers now send SMS? And you can also grab existing phone numbers from your admin account and also from any sub-account that lays within your Twilio. Next, we have add Twilio shortcode. A couple of you guys actually do have your own Twilio shortcode. If that is ever the case, you just choose the one that you want to have dedicated into the system, and you're ready to start sending messages from your own shortcode. If you ever need to transfer numbers, let's say a client leaves you and you want to move that number somewhere else, well, please try to find one that has some numbers in it. They cleaned us out, Dave. I think they dropped all the numbers out of here. Anyways, let me just go ahead and add a number. How about that, Dave? So I'm going to grab an admin number. Grab this number right here.
I was muted. Sorry. Go
Click
for
on
it.
add. And now yeah, I didn't want to get too far into this without actually asking for you if I could use your
Yeah, no,
account again.
no, go for it. I was just muted. It's all good.
All right, so anytime you get a number, you put in your admin, you transfer it over to a client, you choose a client you want to send it to, click the button, and it instantly transfers into their account. So if I go back to that guy, that number should have gone there. This is the dev install, by the way, guys. So there is work constantly going in here. I didn't have time to actually put together my own install, but this has a lot more going inside of it. So I want you guys to see exactly how it performs in an environment with a lot of data. Next, we have our payments. We can choose, like I said before, PayPal, First Data, API transactions with, what was that other company, Dave? I'm totally lost. I'm trying to go so fast here. Anyways, when you create your package, Authorize.net. That's right. They named, for some reason, they named their that system API. So it is what it is. When you create your SMS packages, you can determine if you want to have it as an SMS package or another product that you're selling that is outside MMS or SMS. You choose your title, your price description. You can determine pricing for incoming, outgoing, as well as calls, incoming, outgoing. You can totally segregate those. Most people are just going to use call credits and SMS credits. Choose your description, your trial days, trial amounts, thank you pages, your cycle. Assign it to an existing package. It will automatically copy those settings over to this account. You can determine if you want to roll over credits every cycle in that package. You can activate that package by just selecting status. If you want to publish that on a web page with a button, select the check mark here. If you want to disable that user from using your shortcode, check that box. You can automatically determine how many credits they get. Long code credits are going to be phone numbers. You got keyword credits for shortcodes. You also get to determine how many certain features of the system that they have access to, because you can obviously upcharge them, upsell them on, for example, the viral campaign. But you can totally set this the way you want and what you want particular users to see as far as features in that package. And also same goes for the mobile tools as well. You can determine what clients can see and cannot see by simply checking on checking. Let me go back up here to the payment packages. You ever need to grab the button to put on a sales page. Just copy the code and place it in your WordPress installation or any HTML editor that you currently use. If I need to slow down, just let me know, guys. Next, we have a full sub-account manager built inside the system. You can see all of your sub-accounts, even your admin account from within the system. You can even get an SMS call history, call logs. What else? You can suspend the accounts. You can close the accounts. You can do that all from within here. You don't have to do it from Twilio anymore. And obviously, if you ever need help, just click on the help tickets. It takes us right to the support desk. Now I'm going to jump into the client side. And here is the first thing that a client sees when they log in.
Hey, Ed?
Yes?
Hey, I don't want to stop your flow here. I know you're going, man. I don't know if you're going to answer this later or you want to keep going, but I hear some questions about how text messages work and, you know, how do they send messages and stuff like that, like the cost for them and everything. So I don't know if you want to cover that later or keep going.
I guess it depends on where you live, but most people here are in the United States and Canada. It's going to be less than a cent to send and receive an SMS using Twilio. This platform exclusively uses Twilio for long code messaging. It uses WooText 69696 shortcode for shortcode messaging, and currently the pricing for SMS there is about 2 cents a piece. And if you're going to buy phone numbers in the system, I know it's $1 a month per long code, and that's at Twilio, not here. We don't charge you, Twilio does. And as far as toll-free numbers, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Dave, it's $2 per month.
That's correct. It's $2 a month for toll-free in the U.S.
Awesome. All right. So this is what the client sees when they first log into their end. They see all these buttons. Obviously, some of them might be disabled based on the package that you have created for your client, but let me jump into it. First, at the very top here, we have the SMS inbox. Now, a lot of SMS systems that are out there now have really no way to handle a response from a customer that it doesn't recognize. Like, if we might have 100 keywords in here, the customer will reply with, I'll be there Friday. And the reason why they'll say that is if you send them an SMS which says, hey, the band's going to be at the bar on Friday, she might reply with, or he might reply with, I'll be there Friday. This allows you to come into your inbox and actually respond to those customers just like this was an email system. So that's one cool feature that was added into the version 7.0. SMS campaigns. All your campaigns that you have in your system will be listed here. A campaign title. It'll show the actual long code keyword. If you're using short code, it'll show your short code keyword. It'll tell you the phone number that you're using at Twilio. It'll tell you which campaign type it's being used in and how many subscribers are in each campaign. And lastly, the added date when you actually created the campaign. Subscriber list. This shows all the subscribers from all of your campaigns into one nice table. You can sort and filter these out by simply doing a search. It'll show you the name of the person, the email. If you're collecting that information from the flows, which I'll show you shortly in the campaign creation, it shows the phone number of the people who subscribe, the source number, which is the Twilio number or the short code, and of course the campaign name again, and the date that subscriber was added. It'll show you the status of checked if they are subscribed. If they ever text stop, what's going to happen is they're going to be removed from your system and marked X, and they can never be sent an SMS again. Next are usage reports. Anytime a call or an SMS is sent from the system, it is instantaneously recorded inside of this table here. And just like I showed you on the other page, you can fully filter out the exact, let me go back, you can filter out the exact data that you want to extract from your search. It'll show you the data was sent, the to and the from, the body of the SMS, the status it was sent, received, or if it was an error, and the direction of the SMS. You also do the same reporting for phone calls as well by clicking call report, and it'll show you the duration and the direction of the call. Next is our send broadcast. A lot of new features have been added into the system. Most of it's in the actual mass SMS. So let me tell you a little story about how this all works. First, what you're going to do when you create a mass SMS, you're going to create a title, and let's just call it title. You're going to choose the type of campaign, or excuse me, the type of outgoing mass marketing you're going to do here. It's either going to be SMS, it's going to be robo voice, and essentially anything you type into here will be read out to the customer on a phone call. We have the option to send an MP3 on a phone call. And we also have this new feature called Televoice. A good example of what Televoice is an administrator of a school come in here. If school is canceled, he puts in his phone number. It'll call him. When he answers the phone, he'll actually leave the recording that is going to be sent to the list. When he's done, it's going to spin a cycle a little bit, and then it's going to have the option to send it instantly to all the lists that have parents. So a cool feature that stops or prevents that administrator from actually creating an MP3 and having to upload it and do all that work. It's all done via phone. So that's a cool feature. Another cool feature we've added is the ability to send SMS based on a join start date and end date. Let's say you only want to target people that join during the Christmas season. You can do that by simply selecting your dates, and everybody join then will get that message. Anytime you do a send, it'll tell you the options here that you have. You choose SMS. You can choose the exact campaigns and all the subscribers in those lists that you want to send that SMS to. It'll tell you all your available credits, how many credits that mass SMS would use, and you can disable long code if you only want to send a short code. You can disable short code if you want to use long code. By checking on terms and conditions, you just click on Send Broadcast, it'll automatically send. One of the newer features that some of you guys don't know about is called the Track Coupon. Now, you can send an SMS that says, come get a free latte, just come into our store and show this message to the cashier. You then would tell the cashier the keyword is latte. When that customer goes in there, they're gonna show that text message to the cashier. The cashier can say text in latte, and then what happens is when this whole system starts tracking that coupon. So before you actually did that, you set your expire date, and you set your expire coupon after how many validations. I only want this to be validated once, and the days delay between each validation. In case I'm only doing it once, I only need to have it as one. So that person replies latte. They get a message back that says, you already got this deal, or congratulations, your coupon is redeemed, or another message that says, I'm sorry, your coupon is already expired, or you already used your coupon a day ago. Please wait another day before redeeming again. That's cool because at the very bottom of every single SMS that's returned, when it's shown to the cashier, they can see the stats of the campaign as it's going. So if you did a mass SMS to 500, you'll be able to see 300 of 500 have redeemed based on that mass send. So that's another cool feature that we added.
Ed?
Yes.
Hey, sorry to butt in here.
Go ahead, man.
Before we started this call, Dave and Ed and I said, hey, we got everything covered. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. So there's still some people having some issues trying to access and pick up Wrecking Ball. Please clear your cache, clear your cookies.
Or try another browser.
Yeah, and then try it again or open up another browser, yeah. And try going to wreckingballmobile.com again. Sorry for the issues. If you did have payment issues, we will correct them. Just hang tight and do your best to pay attention to what we're talking about here. But we'll get everything squared away, okay? Sorry, Ed.
It's just the website, right? It's not Infusion?
I don't think so. I believe if they went to the buy button once, I believe their cache has got them cached sold out. So
that's right. Maybe it might be a cookie.
Yeah, so I'm looking in Infusion. I don't see anything wrong. I would say try a different browser or clear your cache, do a Control F5 kind of a thing, and you should be good to go.
Yeah. All right, next is go ahead.
I got like 100 questions I'm answering, so I promise I'll get to them.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get through the ending of this for the next 10 minutes here. I'm just going to show a few more things here, and then we can move to the next step here. Next is the settings. The user has full access to all their account information. They can determine and set their append text, which is attached to every SMS, even the typo message that is sent to them, which goes to them when a wrong message comes in and goes to the inbox. Let me close that. You can see all the transactions as a customer that you've paid for, whether it be SMS or credits or any other service that you're selling. Next, we have the notifier. Some of you guys probably remember this is probably one of the very first things that was made even before Wrecking Ball. It tells the customer when their table of messages is ready, has all the messages that are required to run that business on the mobile end as well. You can determine and set your mobile theme colors, green, yellow, dark, silver, gives you your preview at the bottom. You have your Bitly API, which is used in the coupon builder, which is essentially Geo Coupon Commander embedded into Wrecking Ball. If you ever have an issue with numbers, you can blacklist them.
Hey, Ed,
Go ahead.
Can you touch on that for a second? There's some people here that, again, have never seen Wrecking Ball, and the coupon feature is very, very cool. So you can kind of give like a quick 30-second digest on that and what it is, the benefits. That'd be great, man.
Actually, I think Dave would probably present that a little better than I would.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
I didn't expect that one out.
Absolutely. No, it's a very neat feature, guys. And what it allows you to do is to create pretty innovative and stunning mobile coupons. And we've done some very exciting things with it. I'll show you that in just a moment here. But whether that's creating just simple splash landing pages to creating coupons with video in them, or dynamic coupons, but allows you to create geographically targeted coupons that will show an offer based on your geographic region where you're at. So, and in addition to a time frequency. So, I'll give you an example real quick. Let's say that in my town I'm in Spartanburg, and I'm doing business or having a coupon for let's say a breakfast place. Well, you can set it so that this coupon can show between the hours of 8 and 12 this specific breakfast coupon. But if I'm within that certain region in my town and it's from 12 to 2 and somebody accesses that mobile coupon, they're going to see the lunch coupon, not the breakfast coupon. So not only can you do time coupons, but you can set the coupons to show different ones based on your region. So very, very, very neat and an innovative add-on to the Wrecking Ball system, and that is also.
Are you done?
My bad. I accidentally muted Jason when I was trying to unmute myself, so I appreciate you jumping in there, Jason. I'm in Infusionsoft trying to make sure this shopping cart thing is going okay, and I couldn't unmute myself quickly enough. So.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Jason, you're done, right?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Okay. So inside the system, they have access to their training, all the videos, there's even PDFs. They can add phone numbers if they're assigned credits inside their system as well, so they don't have to bug you. Jump back here. Same goes for SMS credits. If they're out of credits, they can come in here, and they can buy credits from you automatically from your provider. Back. We have the scheduler. Some of you recognize the old scheduler. Well, there's a new scheduler in town, and this is what it looks like, and it has some new features. If I come in here and double-click on the event, we can choose the color of our event, the event title. And if you remember, inside of the mass SMS, I was creating a template. Well, now you can send those templates instead of having to create it from scratch. See how it automatically populated inside the box there. We can determine if we want to have this to be sent as an SMS or the voice. It'll read it off. We can choose the campaigns that we want to have this automatic SMS sent to. And we can choose a phone number if we want to segregate just one number as a test to ourselves. You choose a time period, click on Save, and then the cron job will take over and automatically send that SMS. Let me see if I got gone over everything here in the home section. IVR voicemail. You can create full voice flows in the system. Let me come back here. Click on Edit. You can choose, for example, somebody calls into the number, we can have it call forward, send an SMS notification, send an SMS reply, send an email, send a greeting, hang up. We can have subscribe, unsubscribe, or even go to a menu to text or push 1 for this or press 2 for that, and actually it starts it all over again. You just choose your flows, and the flows can be maxed out as far out as you can possibly imagine. It'll be convenient for a customer. Next, some of you remember a point.
We could, you know what, Ed? Here's the deal. There's so much in the system because there's questions coming in now through the question box saying you're moving too fast and, I need a thorough demo of this and I need a thorough demo of that. And there's just absolutely no way we could fit that into even a 3-hour call. So the question is coming up, is there thorough training on each section? And I just want to answer that absolutely. We're blowing through this kind of quick because we know that from the poll, the vast majority of people have owned it, do own it. We're moving at lightning speed to try and get through this to be respectful of everybody's time. If you have any questions whatsoever, we'll make sure that we get them answered. We're going to take some Q&A later. We can also point you in the direction of some individual videos about individual sections of the software if you want to hit us up in support. So hang with us.
They're actually on my YouTube channel.
Right. So hang with me. Let us get through, these last couple of highlights. Jason's going to come on. We're going to talk a little bit more. We're going to slow it down a little bit more, and we will get every question answered we promised you. So hang on, guys. It's all coming. There's just a lot to talk about in a very short amount of time.
Exactly, Dave. So a lot of you guys remember Appointment Reminder Pro. Well, what we did is we embedded that too. Many of you guys know how that works. Essentially, what you do is you create your templates, and you can provide a widget for example, a dentist to use on a mobile web page, and they can automatically enter appointments, and each appointment will be sent any reminders that you have set inside of your template. I won't get too far into this. There is extensive training on how to do this, but recently we have added a payment reminder system. This payment reminder system is for the more advanced users that are dealing with companies that have their own software solutions that can ping in appointments. There's extensive training on how to use this, but this is a very, very valuable tool. And once you see the training, you're going to see why the value is there, and for you to get out there and promote payment reminders. Jason already covered the coupon system. If you remember, we discussed the resources that appear in the client side. I'll get into this in a second here. Now I'm going to get into the very last part of the training here, which is the SMS campaigns. We have 6 or 7 different types of campaigns here. We have keywords, which are just your general text in a keyword and get a response. We have contests where you can set which person gets a prize. It could be the 5th person to text in gets a prize. We have trivia, where you can ask questions and answers to your customers, and they will reply. We have a viral where somebody will text in, and they can share with a friend and get a free gift. We have a loyalty where they can text in a keyword of the day, and if they do that enough times, they can get a free coffee, for example. We have the Prospector, which is a lead generation system. I've already shown you the schedule. Let me jump into the keyword campaign real quick. Let me just pick any one of these. Each campaign has the SMS campaign settings, autoresponder settings, my list, campaign statistics, tutorials, and campaign notes. These windows are draggable and movable. You can move them around in all these sections here. Let me just jump and do this here real quick. We can set our campaign messages, our keyword, our campaign messages, which is the message that goes out after the keyword is texted in. We can set our if message. If someone's already a member, this is the message that they would get. We can also put in merge tags for coupons. We put EXP, %EXP%. We can have an expiration of a coupon if we want. We choose our phone number that we want to use. That's from Twilio, but pointed to this system. We just select the number we want to use, click on Update, click Save. We have the Perpetual SMS campaign. What this allows you to do, if you already have your campaign message set and your if member set, let's say during the Christmas season you want to have a totally different message that goes out. What you can do is during the month of December, for example, you can have your message say, Merry Christmas, and then give away your gift. And you can have your if member messages saying Merry Christmas, and then give away your gift or welcome them to your list. However you want to do it. Next is the double opt-in subscribers. We have the reply with keyword option. We have the reply with email option where you can say, please reply with your email, and then say thank you for your email. They'll send you the email. You're right in between there. Next is the reply with name, same as the email, works exactly alike. The send flow option, we want to determine if we want to have the campaign message go out before these flows or after these flows. We also have the option to wait for time for a response. If that customer does not complete the double opt-in within this allotted amount of time, they're not considered a subscriber. Block users that don't complete the flow, you set that to active or not active. And then for custom emails, when an email is sent into the system, you can deliver it to an autoresponder like Aweber, MailChimp, iContact, all that other good stuff. Next, our new subscriber notification. And keep in mind, too, when I'm showing you all this stuff, the features and functionality are pretty much the same in all of these sections here. There's just a few deviations in some of the settings. So going down here, here we are. New subscriber notification. Anytime an SMS comes in, we can notify a salesman or yourself. via SMS and enter the message, and we put in these merge tags, and it'll tell you exactly who that person was. Same goes for email, and same goes for the robo. Instead of calling you and emailing you, you can have it send you a voice message that this person called, and you just enter the merge tags in. Next, campaign options, split test campaigns. Anytime somebody texts in a keyword, if you just select yes here, it'll show the campaign message first, and then it'll show this message. You'll be able to see which campaign message is performing the best. And the way you perform that split testing is based on a coupon redemption is one way to do it, which coupon gets redeemed the best or most. Next, advanced campaign options. If you want to have autoresponders go out automatically after they've subscribed, you just select yes. And I think I buried my window here because the screen is too big. There we go. So essentially what happens is after someone subscribes, you can determine when another message will automatically go out. And this could be a week later, and you can say, thanks for being a member with our company for a week. Here's another coupon. You can set the day it goes out, or you can set it for hours after their subscription. Next is the My List window. It works just like the My List database that I showed you earlier on the call. All the same features and functionality there. Campaign statistics, bar graphs, all those good things inside of there. We have our tutorials that are in here, and you can have campaign notes that automatically save and are available at any time. Contest, I'll show you the little deviations here and there in some of the settings. In this one here, just a few other different settings. We have our gift message, loser message, if member message, and offer days. And we can set our winning cycle. Setting it to every second person would win if I check that off. Or I could do this. I could do 2, 18, 100. And the second person, 18th person, 100th person would win the prize. If I set it to this, the second, the 102nd, the 18th, 118th, you get the point, would all win that prize.
Hey, Ed.
Yes.
Here's what I want to do.
Yes.
I want you to show them the MMS because everybody's asking about the MMS. And then I think I think I've figured this thing out. I believe that the sold out sign that some of them are seeing is coming from the Woot text inside of JVZoo. So let's show them the MMS, and then you can take a break and go check that out, and then we'll come back to a couple of things that we may have missed.
All right, we'll answer some questions. So let me show you here our MMS. Any place inside of the system that has an outgoing SMS, you can now add pictures, audio, PDFs to that message. So let me create a message for you. If I go to this keyword campaign, let this load up. Go up one. My screen is too big here. So we have our campaign message that can go out, but then we can add the media. So I add a couple pictures of Kristen Stewart here. I'll add a football, audio, click on Save Changes. Now, when somebody texts in, they're going to get 2 pictures of Kristen Stewart, an MP3, and a picture of Woody. So this occurs anywhere there's an outgoing message in the system, whether it be from the mass SMS or any other box that's located inside of the settings on Viral, Loyalty, or Prospector.
Flippin' awesome. Awesome. That's a long time coming. All right, Ed, so you need to go over to the JVZoo there and increase the quantities on your buttons. I will do some splaining to the group here while you do that. Can I
send my screen over to you?
Yeah, send it over to me, Ed.
Oh, which BMG are you?
Oh, boy, that's a good question.
Take it.
Hang on, I'm working on it. And boom. Okay. So here's the gig. Like we said, Wrecking Ball SMS is there. As you've seen, it has everything you could ever want an SMS system to do. It hooks with Twilio, which means it's available in practically every country. We can get you a link to check on your country. And it's good to go. Okay? The short code interaction service for the USA and MMS require an entirely different billing scheme. MMS will cost you 2 cents instead of a text message which costs maybe 3/4 of a cent, okay? So this is how this goes. We've said publicly many times that MMS probably wouldn't be included into Wrecking Ball SMS anytime soon because the payment integration was so flippin' difficult, because across all the different campaigns now we had to add different credit tracking and all of these kinds of things. It wasn't going to happen. Well, Ed has figured out a way to add it in through the Woot text service. To enable MMS messaging, which is the ability to send media via text message through long codes in the US and Canada. After you purchase your lifetime subscription to the Wrecking Ball SMS system, you'll be redirected to a page where it'll be optional for you to sign up for Woot text service, which includes MMS and short code 69696 access in the USA. If you're currently a Woot text subscriber, we would like you to go to the link on the screen, wreckingballmobile.com/MMS, and upgrade to the new link, and that will get you MMS. Now, please, it's going to take us about a week to get your old Woot text account shut down, okay? You can see on the screen, or when you go to the link to the wreckingballmobile.com/MMS, that all of your existing keywords and keyword credits from your existing account will, in fact, transfer over. And the keyword plan has been restructured. So those of you that are with Woot text now, on the US shortcode, you know what I'm talking about. If you have questions, you know where to find us, and we will get you taken care of. Those of you looking for MMS, this is where you need to go to get it. Page not found. Ed, is this the right link?
WreckingBallMobile.com. No, it's not capitalized.
Is it a capitalization problem?
Yes.
Okay, I tried it before the call. I tested it. Oh, boy. I didn't think about capitalization being a problem. And some people must have put the caps in. We'll get to the bottom of it yet. And everybody, please hang on. We will get to every question. You will get an opportunity, okay?
Usually in the domain, capitalization's not a big deal. It's just the folder names and file names where it's a big deal.
Oh, and because we set the pretty redirect, it caused a problem.
Yep.
I see. Excellent. Glad I could bring that drama to the call tonight. All right. Jason, what do we want to do here? I know you had some things you wanted to say about SMS in general. Do we take Q&A? What do we do first?
Let's take a little Q&A, and then I'll go over some ways that I have used this system in context to kind of bring it home. And I've been answering a lot of these in support, Dave, so we may want to go from the bottom up.
Okay, do you want to just feed?
It's a lot, man.
That's a good start.
There's an awful lot of folks here. If we don't get to your question, we apologize, but we will provide you a way to get your question answered, and we'll get it taken care of, okay? So, Jason, do you want to fire some questions away?
Yeah.
Ed and I
Tell people to stop asking questions for a little bit so we can catch up.
I guess, Ed, just one of the main ones is people want to know that are legacy members, how's it going to work to get access to the members area? We're going to send that out later or what?
Yeah, we actually just talked about that, Jason, and all of the legacy members, because we've always honored our one-time sales, you're all going to be, you're all good to go, and you'll get access to this entirely new members area, which we should probably show you here in just a minute. But by the end of the week, you will have received an email or two about how to get access if you're a legacy member. So that's coming.
Awesome. And I have some questions too about short code, keywords, and the price, and how does that work. I know you briefly touched on it, Ed, but I don't know if you could just do another quick little replay there.
Well, what we've done was we created some cheaper plans.
Todd just got into the new members area and says, "You guys freaking rock," in all caps, Ed. Good job.
Awesome.
Well, with the SMS and short code and MMS, with the United States, MMS comes with the short code. In Canada, you just get the MMS. Now, the credits, if you ever need more credits, it's going to be 2 cents flat rate. There's going to be none of this. If you only on this plan, you're going to have to pay this much more. All of our plans are cheaper now. And get this, guys, unlimited keywords. You don't ever have to buy another keyword ever again.
Wow.
That in itself is a pretty big deal.
That's
pretty awesome.
That's a very big deal. And everybody, those of you that own keywords that have been paying for them monthly, Ed and I talked, and we tried to figure out what's fair so you could keep them. And Ed will get you more details very soon about that. But the bottom line is you're going to get to keep them. They're going to become free, but you're going to need to use them. You can't just sit on them. If you're going to just sit on them, then you got to continue to pay for them. Don't cancel any payments until we give you exact instructions on how to do it, or you risk losing your existing keywords.
Okay. Thank you. Ed, somebody asked, is this web-based, or do we host it on our own server?
That's a great question.
You got to host it on your own server.
Awesome.
And it's a super easy setup, just like any other web software. It's a MySQL database, and, username, password, hook up your Twilio account, you're good to go.
Okay. I got another one, Ed.
Tops.
Hey, Ed, someone asked, can you explain again, just very briefly, about the IVR, the kind of the telephony system, like just touching that one more time briefly, please?
I guess a more layman's term example, a way to explain it is if you guys ever called like a law firm and you get put through this menu and then you get sent to a voicemail to leave a message, that's exactly what this system is.
Yeah, and the IVR system can be configured to do all kinds of things, not just menus, but to be able to route a call into an SMS list and then back out of an SMS list, and it's pretty thorough. If you've ever seen it done with a phone number, our system will do it, and that's the reality. So real quick, Jason, I'm going to interrupt. Those of you that are still continuing to have payment problems, that clearing the cache didn't help, separate browser didn't help, or you can't tell if you made a payment or not, I see some of you pasting some receipts into the question box. Please go to support and enter those, and we will get you taken care of. I'm going to put the support link right here in the chat box, and any questions or any payment problems, please get them into support. They will get taken care of within the next 24 hours.
Thank you. And I just want to let everybody know, too, we're not done here. All right, there were just so many questions. We kind of wanted a brief intermission here. So we're going to go over some few contextual applications and how you can use SMS and different business models that we've done pretty successfully. So y'all just stay tuned and just hang out for a little longer, okay? Let's see here. Bill says, great job, Ed. I owe you a taco. Awesome.
I think that too.
Let's see here. Okay, I got it now. I'm in. Awesome job. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, guys.
Sorry, guys, for being so quick. And it's I know it's probably hard to understand as fast as I was going. We're just trying to get as much content in as possible.
Yeah, for sure. And 'cause I know there's a couple people that mentioned that. And listen, I mean, this is a very, 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 put a couple more varies on there, robust system, guys. And, you know, we, like Dave said, we would literally be on this call for 3 hours if we were going to explain it all. But rest assured, the deal that you all have in front of you is amazing. It's lifetime. It's not monthly. And just be rest assured that the training videos are very complete and thorough, so you'll be well taken care of. So if this was very fast and went too quick, just understand what's on the table here and the investment, and just go ahead and take advantage of it. But the training videos are solid, okay?
And Jason, in just a little bit here, we're going to pass the screen to you. Maybe log into that new members area and just give them a 30-second glimpse at it. Might not be a bad idea when we do a screen change here.
Hey, Dave, I have a quick idea, too. Let me get your opinion on this. How about creating a Skype group so for those people that didn't get their questions answered, I can answer for them?
Yeah, we can do that. Do we have them, what do we do? Have them hit you up, hit me? Well, how do we do that?
I guess we can probably do it in the mailer that goes out on the replay.
Okay. Perfect. We can do that. Excellent. What else, Jason? What else do you see there? I know you've been kind of monitoring it.
Yeah, there's
so many. There's hundreds.
There's literally a few hundred, and they just keep coming in, guys.
I know.
Are we limited to any type of multimedia, Ed? I know some people said pictures or what type or MP4 or things like that.
Almost any kind of image you can send. MP3 files. You can send video, MP4. I believe you can send Windows Media. As far as documentation goes, I believe you can send, I definitely know you can send PDF. I don't think you can send Microsoft Word documents yet. I think that's coming down the line for Twilio.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Dave, can you touch on this for a second? Because, I mean, this is a legit question Larry asked. How can you afford to keep the system maintained if there is no monthly? You know, and that's a good question.
Yeah, and it is an excellent question, and very frankly, there is a monthly. The demand that, like I said, Wrecking Ball SMS is done. There's nothing else we could possibly add to it at this point. There really isn't. We would have to rewrite it from scratch to include MMS natively. Okay? So the development and the support and the maintenance once a Wrecking Ball SMS system set up is actually generated by the MMS component now and the shortcode service, which has a monthly fee attached to it. And that's the reason why. Because in order to support it and continue to develop it and evolve, because it's an evolving, emerging technology, so it's going to move, it requires a monthly fee for us to make sure and continue to develop it. And that's the reality.
And if you're in the United States, you definitely want to have the shortcode component because you want to convey compliance and you want to keep your customers, your clients out of trouble. If you're doing massive amounts of sends, it's always a good idea to have a shortcode just to have your back, you know?
Yeah, once your list size starts growing, that's definitely where you're going to want to go, and there's no getting around that. So,
yeah, and thank you, David. I think they were talking about, I guess if I interpret it from the standpoint of, will support still be there? Well, if I have questions, will they continue to be answered? Things like that, and the answer is yes.
Yeah, we've actually got, and I mentioned it earlier in the webinar. Maybe some folks missed it. We're with the original offshore development team, and Ed's been on the current version. It's his baby, so we're not going anywhere. We never have. We have never left anybody hanging. David says support has always been excellent. Thank you very much. So Terry says, is this $2.99 a month? No, this is $2.99 lifetime access, nothing more ever to pay. If you want MMS and US shortcode, then there's a monthly fee for that. But this is $2.99 for lifetime access, Terry. Terry got here late. And
Hey, Dave, I just thought of this, too. With the changes of the URLs we did at the WreckingBallMobile.com, it might take a while to propagate at certain points in the Internet around the country. So that URL might be sending them somewhere else.
Oh, well, it could be. I mean, some of them are probably getting into the old members area.
Yeah.
So as soon as we close the cart down, we can redirect that to the new members area, and like we talked about, we'll get emails out to all of the legacy and existing customers about the new members area here very, very shortly. Ed, you don't have the new members area up, do you?
Actually, yes, I do.
Here, I'm going to pass you the screen back just for a second. Those of you that have been with us for a while know that this has always been a pain point for the Wrecking Ball system because it's evolved so quickly that we really couldn't keep up with training. Well, because it's finally finished and stable and everything's in there, there's an all-new members area and all-new training. And, Ed, you just give them a 30-second tour here.
Sure. When you guys first log in, this is the screen that you see. At the very top here, if you don't have MMS or shortcode service enabled, it'll tell you here. If you do, you can come in here and manage and see all your credits and get your keywords, all that stuff from one location instead of jumping over to the WootNet, if you guys know what that is. That's our old shortcode management system, but you can all manage it inside one system now. We have our installation center where you can grab your files and also see the videos on how to install. We have our domain licensing system. Anytime you guys create and install, just put the domain that it lays on, click on License My Domains, and now next time you go to that system and log in, it'll allow you without any licensing errors. We have full admin training. All the videos have been completely redone from scratch as of the build as of yesterday. So anything that was added up to yesterday is added in here, and full training is there for you. Client-side training. Wait for this to load up. All the videos on all the sections are all segmented with points of interest. If the training is too long, some of these videos range from 45 minutes to 5 minutes, and there's just a long page of them. So all the training is there when you need it. There's also search functionality up here. If you have a question about a certain function you're having struggles with, just search for it, and you should be able to find it. We have the coupon builder training. When we conduct webinars, all the webinars that we conduct are going to be placed into this section as well. We have our changelog center. Many of you usually go into your system and you update your system from there, but now you can update your system remotely from within inside your member center. It'll tell you your install URL, the version number, the status, and it'll tell you if you need to update. Next is the compliance center. A lot of questions. This is the questions probably we get the most of all questions is how to set up a compliant SMS campaign. Just refer to this page and refer to the videos. It's all there for you. Next, Jason's 30-day challenge. All the videos in the course are inside of this page. And lastly, jump back up, all the bonuses that are included with your Wrecking Ball SMS from when you originally buy it, or if you're buying right now, you're going to have access to the WP Scratch and Save and SMS Schema. All the training for those systems are inside here as well. And that's pretty much the long and short of it.
So there is the new members area. And yeah, Dave asks, do we have any proposal templates? We do. And this is a very special section of the members area for legacy members and early adopters that we're building out. So, Jason and I will pretty much be putting everything we can lay our hands on in there over the course of the next week or so. So, I mean, if you're on the fence about whether you'll have everything you need to go sell SMS to your offline clients or get some new clients, there's, and I'm going to toot my own horn here and toot Jason's horn just a little bit. There's really no better place to be. Jason's in the streets. He's doing it every single day. SMS is the core of his business and always has been, and I strongly suspect that, it always will be. You strap it to pretty much everything you do, really, when it comes right down to it, right? Jason's probably unmuting himself, so.
Just did.
Yeah.
No, you're right,
Hey,
Dave.
Dave, we're getting a lot of questions. A lot of the main ones are, how do you know if you're a legacy?
We have all of the legacy members recorded. Just keep an eye on your email over the course of the next week. That's what I'm going to tell you. And if you're a legacy member that didn't buy because you weren't sure, don't worry. We'll save you a spot. So watch your email over the course of the next week. There's going to be all kinds of communication coming about what you need to do if you're a legacy member, all those kinds of things. So Brianna says, what if that's an old email that you no longer use? Well, jump over to the chat box, the GoToWebinar chat box here right now, and please put in a support ticket at the link provided, which is support.wreckingballmobile.com, and we will get you taken care of. So yes, Brian, you are a legacy member. Watch your inbox. Lots of questions. We're going to take more Q&A, guys. We'll stay on the call as long as we need you to get all of your questions answered. Jason, I'm going to pass you the screen.
Okay.
I'm going to let you talk a little bit about why SMS. And, they all know how the software got here, but tell us your story a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you, man, this is, I guess the word is nostalgia here. I mean, just thinking back of, the beginning days of the system, you had showed like version 3, and it's like, man, it hasn't been that long ago, but it really has been that long, because I know we had talked about just, showing everyone on this call some of the areas and ways and models that we've utilized SMS. And I'll tell you, just like that demo that Ed did that just flew by, there's no way you could fit it all in this hour call. I mean, there would be no way to fit all the ways that I happen to use SMS and what we've done as a team when I came on board with Dave and Ed, all the ways that we've used this system. I mean, so I just wanted to kind of show you some areas and some application, kind of get the creative juices flowing on how you can actually utilize SMS in different capacities that really extend past what many people think, which is like, well, you can just send out these nice coupons, and yeah, you can do that. That's really cool, right? But the reality is, again, just kind of thinking back on this, almost got a little emotional here, was, SMS is what I know. Like this was my start. Like this was my start into offline. And this is what allowed me to leave my full-time career, and just thinking on it, 2 years later, actually selling this thing, it's just pretty dang cool knowing that, we have a system, you all have a system that is just, it rivals anything out there, some of the top platforms out there. I'll be super proud and confident as all get out to put our system against anyone, and you all should feel really good about that. All right, but the reality is it's been an integral component of my business. I get emails from time to time that people ask me, well, Jason, I see you're selling display now. I see you're selling reputation marketing. I see you're doing this and birthday marketing. So are you done with SMS? And I always reply, nope, not at all. SMS is something that really enhances anything that you're currently doing. Right, it's still the backbone of my business. And the reason why, guys, is it's easy to scale. Like, it's so easy to scale this. And once you get a system down, especially if you target a certain niche, once you get a system down, it's literally just wash and repeat. It's easy to sell because people just get it. And whenever you can help business owners conceptualize and see the value immediately, then their wallet opens up. And there's some very innovative, and not even innovative, but just simple ways to convey that. And that 30-day challenge that Ed just showed in the members area, it goes over it in depth, goes over it in detail, so you'll be good to go. Very easy to manage. And, there's a lot of plugins out there that, you probably go on the Warrior Forum or, JVZoo, and you probably bought some plugins. There's one going around right now that's, I don't want to talk about it, but, I mean, it's probably 2 times as much as what ours cost and doesn't even compare to what we have. But the thing is, when you talk about some of these systems, yeah, you want the ability to send a text message, but you want to have a system that can afford multiple clients, that can afford removing moving yourself and not having to be doing all the heavy lifting. Let the system do that. The ability to build packages, the ability to build your clients, the ability to send them notifications when the credits are low. That's what Wrecking Ball can do. The ability to have sub-accounts, that's what Wrecking Ball can do. So, we talk about easy to manage, not just from a general standpoint, but from a contextual standpoint, from a system standpoint. You can't go wrong with this system, guys. And again, everyone knows how to use it. So, meaning my nanny, my daughter's babysitter, she texts. She's 75 years young. She'll text me sometimes when my wife is working and, I have to pick up the kids late and say, Jason, are you coming to pick up the kids? She doesn't call me. She texts me, right? So everybody understands it. So I'm not going to take this time here to go over like stats and open rates and all that kind of stuff because you all have seen it. I think everyone here is not too much of a rookie that you don't know that SMS is powerful. But I do want to convey, though, that some people ask, is SMS still relevant today? And the answer is absolutely, more than ever before, right? I would say SMS is still in its infancy. I mean, businesses still don't utilize it correctly, the ones that do implement it, but it's very awesome. So the question here is, if you look on the screen, how could a business benefit by having direct communication with their audience? I think this answers any question that you all may have. Is SMS still relevant? How could a business benefit by having direct communication with their audience? Well, let's see. I mean, if a restaurant was able to send them their specials that were happening right before happy hour, could that benefit them? If a doctor office, like I just got today, I have an appointment tomorrow at 9, I've got a text message, they could send that out to their patients to let them know about appointments. Do you think that would decrease appointment cancellations? Absolutely. What about a hair salon that, wants to make sure that people attend their appointments, or a dry cleaner, letting them know that their clothes and order is ready? Right? The thing is, whenever you can directly communicate with your audience, with your customers, with your core group of patients, customers, members, it's powerful. Right? And SMS is really the only form of marketing out there that allows you to instantaneously do that. You don't have to wait on print advertisement. You don't have to wait on anything. You can do this right now, the push of a button, and that's why it's so beneficial. Right? So that's why it's not going to go anywhere. And yes, people do use it for the wrong reasons and spam sometimes, but no, the thing is communication, right? And if you do it right, then you can really do some powerful things with it, which I'm going to show you in just a second here, okay? The other thing, too, is, I don't want anybody in this call thinking, well, here we go, I got to learn something else, just one more thing to add in my hat here of tricks. No, not at all. SMS isn't a distraction, you all. Again, it's not a huge learning curve. It's really a campaign enhancer. So whatever service that you sell, I can guarantee you can find ways to integrate it to enhance your existing services or your campaigns. Right? So give you an example, one of the services that I've started selling, I think in September, mid-September, October, is display advertising. And we're getting ready to launch a campaign right now with the business. And what do you think we're going to do? How do you think we're going to improve the intelligence here? How do you think we're going to improve the information that we can collect by leveraging the traffic and visibility and credibility that, the reach that we're going to get in all internet land? We're going to put an SMS call to action. That's what we're going to do. Right? So this thing's going to go out to 250,000 people over the course of a few months. You dang skippy, we're going to put a way to capture an audience here. Right? Just in case that they don't take the intended action and click on the link to go to the website to get the coupon by entering their email. There's multiple forms of marketing, multi-channel marketing, what we're talking about here, okay? So you can integrate it, again, that's my point, in many forms of marketing that you do. So let me just show you a few examples real quick, okay? Again, this isn't a call to sit there and say, well, let me show you how we got 4% open rates on this exact offer. No, there's training for that inside the members area. So I'll just kind of show you a few ways that we've used this over the past couple of years. And one of them that we've done is a fan page contest. So many of you all know we have a coupon business. Love Local used to be Upstate Daily Deals. but it's Love Local Spartanburg here. And one thing that we did when we just started, very beginning, was we needed to build our audience. We needed to build our fan base. We needed to build our SMS list as well before we started sending out SMS blasts and charging for those blasts. So what happens was a fan on our fan page would enter for a chance to win, and we have a system, a feature inside of the Wrecking Ball system that you can set it to send out the reward or the winner text by every insert contestant. So every 10th contestant, every 50th contestant that enters and texts into this contest, we're going to give them the winning text. But the other 9 that did not win, then they're going to receive a loser campaign, a loser text, right? So what we did is, just like we leverage information and content to post on the page to build a fan base, we went and just chose an advertiser and said, hey, would you mind us giving you some visibility, right? So we explained how it's going to work. So an example that if it was 10 people that opted in, a 10th person won, the other 9 got the loser text, what do you think we were sending out for those other 9 people? Well, the other 9 were saying, hey, sorry you didn't win, but here's a coupon to insert restaurant for this offer. Thanks for playing. It just creates so much goodwill all the way around. So that's just one way that we use SMS on our fan page. So we built fans, we built subscriber base, and then the business was happy too because they got visibility and exposure, and actually got a few customers from that as well. So just an all-around success. Another thing that we did was nightclub marketing. So working with a nightclubber in town, and what we led with, this is ugly. This wasn't the one that we ended with, but I just wanted to show you, you don't have to be perfect in all you do to go out and land clients. So I actually came into a club where this one I was pounding the pavement, just going to meeting businesses, met the club owner, and just say, hey, I got a way that you can increase the show rate for different events that you do and different parties that you do and to get more people in the door on an ongoing basis. And he said, show me what you got. So I pulled out this ugly flyer that you're looking at right here, and I said, let me show you this, all right? So I painted a picture, and the picture that I painted was, let's just imagine that you got a whole row of college students or people outside the door, and they're waiting to get in, and you just say you have a sign right there that they can all see at the very beginning of the front of the line that says, hey, get instant discount on your admission while waiting in line, in addition to special offers, right? So they're waiting in line. They might as well do that because they're trying to get in the club anyhow, so they opt in, right? And now you got a list built. So now you can market different specials or different features of people that are coming to the club. So this is how we use SMS marketing just for that. That was the outside strategy. The inside strategy that we had was there were table tents on some of the bar tables in like the lounge area, and we had to be just kind of mindful of how we marketed this. But basically, they got a free martini for texting in. Depending on the state, you got to use different verbiage. You can't. Some states won't allow you to say alcohol or beer, right? But we just used free drink. But we had a picture of a martini, so that's how we got around that. That's how we use a nightclub. So then we use call to subscribe too. I mean, this is system dependent. But what we did here is this was a barbecue restaurant that we did this for, and the crowd was a little bit older. They're a little bit longer in the tooth. And they didn't really. They weren't real tech savvy here, so we still used text marketing for a crowd that was more older and not tech savvy. And all they had to do was just call into the number, and then they received the text. Thanks for joining our VIP club. Stay tuned for more specials and offers. So these are some of the things, to give you an example, get the creative juices flowing of what Wrecking Ball can actually do.
Two questions.
The call to subscribe is very cool.
Two questions up from the question box. I'm beating up on the question box as quick as I can, answering people's questions. Two questions up from the bottom. Our buddy Joe the goat farmer, you know who I'm talking about. Yeah. Switch from long to short text. They have built for one of our customers. They use the viral functionality, which we didn't even talk about in WBSMS, and has built to 1,200 plus list in 3 months, cost of $400. This nets the customer $10K a month now in additional revenue. No other system can do this. Thank you, Joe, for pointing that out. We missed the viral text campaign completely.
Sick.
Sick.
Sick. Huh. Awesome, Joe. Joe's a rock star anyhow, man. He does stuff like that all the time. You had something else too, Dave? Okay, I'll keep going. Here's another thing that we did too. This is, for those that are asking about the IVR system, we had a lead notifier and coupon delivery system. This is for a gym that we did some work for. So pretty much how this worked is there was an ad, right, whether it was on Facebook or on a fan page, and basically said, the call to action was text or call, insert number, to get an instant free gym pass. So when you called, it basically gave you prompts. So it said, hey, welcome to this fitness place. Press 1 for the mobile coupon, or press 2 to speak with staff. So we routed it through our number, through our system, so we could track, right? We could track what type of calls, what type of leads that we're driving for this fitness center, so we can prove our worth, all what you can do inside of Wrecking Ball, right? And then we had the IVR as far as the call prompts, just record an MP3 to just say the greeting. Press 1 for the mobile coupon, or 2 to speak with staff. If you press 2, it routed to their number, routed to the gym, and it had a whisper feature that said this is from this number. And then the staff would pick up because it routed to the gym's number. And then if they press 1, then in a few seconds it delivered an immediate mobile coupon. So for those that ask, how do you use that IVR and the lead notification system, that's how you can do that. That's some of the stuff that you can do. And I wasn't even getting real descriptive here. I wasn't getting real complicated. It's just some simple stuff. I mean, you can get real complex if you want to, if that's your sort of thing, right? So I keep things on a simple level, but it just allows you to do those type of things. It's a very, very awesome system. So how else can you use it? Well, how about building a mobile app, right? So we did this. This is our 2013 project here, and it was a pretty cool project. So what we did is we built an app, and $7,000, actually $6,800 a pop for these apps, and we built them for a college. And pretty much how it worked is the driving factor, the engine behind this is a coupon app. That's all it was. But in order to get the link to download the app, whether you're on Android or Apple, was you had to opt in first. So the strategy was to opt in, to join the Terrier tokens, Mobile VIP Reward Club to get special discounts and offers from around town. And once you did that, it said, welcome to the club, download the app here, right? So the whole benefit was to really just have more data from that consumer, so we could actually send out lunch specials via text. You could send out push notifications as well via the app, right? So it's another way, again, for cross-channel marketing. And then what we use as far as inside of the actual coupons, what do you think we use, folks? Well, we use the coupon builder that's inside of Wrecking Ball that you're going to have access to, that some have access to right now, right? So you can just do this full scale, full circle, and it's very effective. So, yeah, we built some apps with this thing, right? How else can you use it? I'll keep going. We did a splinter method, we call it, splinter and soak, right? So we built a list. So Wrecking Ball allows you to build a list from within a list. So give an example is we have this restaurant that we work with that also has a bar inside also. So we first built the main list, and then we sent out another text that said, hey, if you would like to receive awesome bar specials, just text bar, right? So now we segmented a list, and we knew not to send out offers on pitchers and beers to the family of 3 that doesn't drink and doesn't go out. They rather receive an offer about buy one, get one. So now we can target our message to our market more effectively that ultimately enhances the results. You see how that works? Very, 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 very effective, and Wrecking Ball allows you to do that. So that's our splinter method. And then what I think some of you all have seen as well is we incorporated direct mail also. So we used direct mail for this. Did it on 2 occasions actually. It was 10,000-piece mailer that went out. And again, this was building the brand for Upstate Daily Deals, which is now Love Local. So in the middle there is kind of blurred out, but it just said to text this keyword, to this short code to get special VIP offers in addition to what you see on this big 9x12 mailer that went out throughout town. So we built a list and leveraged off of the 10,000 residents that it went out to, which we then came back to these restaurants and said, hey, I'll charge you to send out a text blast. I have 3,000 plus people on a list, and I can guarantee I can drive people through your door immediately. And it works. I mean, you can charge $197, $397 to send out these text messages. Well, inside of there, if you would have, once you text that number, not only did it give you a reply text that says, welcome to Upstate Daily Deals, but here's the specials as well if you don't want to click them. So we built a mobile coupon book that just mimicked the coupons that were on the actual direct mail flyer. Right, so now a person that's more tech savvy could just claim the coupon offers that are on the direct mail on their phone right there, right then and there, right? It just made it so much easier for the consumer and ultimately help response rates. Now, where do you think and what do you think was used to build those mobile coupons? This is such a baited question here, right? Yes, ding, 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 right. We use the mobile coupon builder, which is in Wrecking Ball. So those are just a handful of ways that you can use SMS to really go out and make some money. Like we've done this in so many different ways, and I can keep going, guys. But that's all I had, Dave. And if there's any questions on any of this, that'd be great. But again, this system allows you to do all of this, folks, all of it. So I encourage you to put it to use. And there's some really, really good training inside the members area as well. So
yeah, and just we're glossing over, we're moving at the speed of light. But here's the bottom line. Joe says, are you able to upcharge your client on the SMS usage per text? An example, you're charged 2 cents, you charge 5 cents. Is there an invoicing system inside? There absolutely is. We'll bring Ed back on the call. He can show you a little bit more about package creation here in just a minute. One thing that I don't think came out of anybody's mouth and should have is that what Wrecking Ball SMS is a completely brandable for you, brandable for your company, white label SMS platform. It's an enterprise class platform that allows you to sell and manage customer or client accounts, okay? It is absolutely the best SMS system on the planet. It has not been for sale for a very long time. It's fairly old in the grand scheme of software. It installs on your server, so you're always in complete control. And it's being sold right here in front of you for less than the cost of a half a year at the current monthly prices. So you can jump over to WreckingBallMobile.com and pick up the Wrecking Ball SMS system. If you already have Woot Text or if you already have Wrecking Ball and you're interested at all in MMS, which you should be because that's the leading edge technology. That's what's coming around the corner, guys. Go to WreckingBallMobile.com/MMS. Ed, can we have you pull the system back up and we'll take some demo questions kind of here on some things that we may have missed?
Sure.
Excellent. Ed's still here. Wonderful. I may always worry that I pushed the wrong button. So real quick while Ed's taking the screen, David says, is MMS available for the UK? It is not. Obviously, if that happens, you'll be good to go. Dave says, does Twilio now provide SMS numbers available for Australia? They do. The SMS costs are higher in Australia. I think they're 6-7 cents a piece. But we do have an Australian customer that uses our system frequently and thoroughly and beats the crap out of it. You may have to, in some countries, apply as a beta for international. However, my understanding is that they're pretty much accepting all resident beta applications. In other words, you can get Australia if you live in Australia. So let's see. Rick says, can I continue with my monthly payment? You absolutely can, Rick. You absolutely can. If you're paying, if you're one of the lucky ones that got in early and are paying $20 a month, you absolutely can do that. That is not an issue whatsoever. And a lot of people, Ed, would like to see more about packages and the billing functionality.
Okay. So let me jump over here into payment packages. And I think let's go into one that already exists. What we're doing here is we get to determine how much this package is. Now, we can segregate incoming and outgoing credits for SMS and calls, and we can determine our charge for each incoming and outgoing message as well. So if you remember, Twilio is just under a cent. In this case, we're making 3 cents juice here, and then on a call, we're probably making 2 or 3 cents juice on that. We can set our trial amount. The trial amount is effective when somebody buys using the buy button, and you can set their trial amount. So the first, you say 15 days is $7, and after that it's $29.99 a month. You can set your text, how it appears on the page when they're setting up their account. You can set the thank you page URL after they paid. You can set the billing cycle in months. It could be, you can set it semi-annually, even yearly, or just monthly if you want to. Just set the billing cycle here. Next, you can determine if the credits roll over every cycle. If you remember some of those old phone plans where if you had a plan that had 300 credits and you didn't use them all, you lost them, you have that option with this system as well. You can roll them over just by checking off that box. And you can determine the publishing settings by clicking on these check boxes here. And then you set how many long codes come with a package by just simply entering how many they get. And then they can go into their long code credit area and just pick one up using their free credit. And if they're out of credits, they can always come back and just purchase more within their system on the client side. Same goes for the keywords. And if you remember, as I showed you earlier, the package tools, you can actually segregate which features appear for your customers here. If you only want to have access to the regular keyword campaigns, uncheck the rest. And if they want to start using that valuable viral campaign like Joe, the goat farmer, described, you can charge $100 a month just for that service alone.
Yeah.
Next question.
And the system creates sign-up widgets so you can publish your packages to your website and have clients sign up and get, a free trial for X number of days or X number of credits or whatever the case may be. So the couple of quick questions to answer. There's a couple of legacy members chiming in and say, what if we are already legacy members? Scott, what if shouldn't legacy members get a discount? Legacy members, you are grandfathered in, and you have full rights to everything you are seeing on the screen here. If you would like to add MMS functionality, go to wreckingballmobile.com/MMS. Otherwise, if you are already...
really a no-brainer, guys, when it comes to MMS.
Yeah.
You can either send a text message that says, show this to a cashier, and it's a text message, or you can have a full printed coupon appear on the customer's phone, and they can show that to the cashier, and the cashier can scan it if it has a barcode on it.
Yeah, it's coming. It's where SMS was 3 years ago. It's not here exactly yet, but it'll be here tomorrow, and it'll be a good place to be, right, if you're on the leading edge like we were with SMS. So let's see. Can I hook my own shortcode up? Yes, you can, as long as it's through Twilio. If you would need to hook it up through another agency, I'm sure that could be done on a custom solution, no problem. Which payment processors integrate with the system? That's going to be PayPal, First Response, First Data, and Authorize.net. So... Yep, the members area has all of the download and training. Absolutely. The new members area, if you're an old Wrecking Ball customer and you haven't paid any attention whatsoever for a couple of months or 2-3 months, give us till the end of the week and watch your inbox. We're going to get you into the new members area, and it'll be good to go. The people that are buying tonight on this call are being automatically routed through the funnel, so they're seeing the members area now. You legacy guys will get access very, very soon. Jason says, can you do the scratch-offs on MMS? No, not yet, Jason. You also, correct me if I'm wrong, Ed, but you can't send a clickable image yet.
No.
Not yet, yeah. But that's probably coming, so.
Yeah, I think you can also, when I was discussing what you can send, I think you can send V-cards too.
Yeah, I believe you're correct, Ed. I believe you're correct. Now that you said that, I think I read that as well. So that's pretty dang cool. To be able to text somebody a V-card and boom, it goes right into their contacts in their phone. That's pretty slick. Let's see. Rick, if you hit the button twice and you were actually charged twice, just hit us up at support.wreckingballmobile.com. Give us a little bit of time. I'm sure support's going to be very overwhelmed the next 24 hours, but we promise we will get you taken care of. Everybody on this call knows that when there's an accident with a payment processor, everybody gets taken care of. So please give us a little bit of time. Let's see. Can you run the viral campaign through shortcode? That's a good question. I don't even know the answer to that. Can you, Ed?
Can you run that by me again?
Can you run the viral campaign through shortcode?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think actually Joe, the goat farmer, said that.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Using the shortcode.
Yeah, correct. Let's see. Jamie says, okay, so if I understand this right, for that low monthly fee, I can create unlimited keywords that work for the 69696 shortcode. Yes, that's correct, Jamie.
As long as they're not taken.
Yeah, as long as they're not already taken, you know, and that's USA only. Okay? USA only. Let's see. How can we tie text to delivering updated loyalty points via dynamic landing page tied to loyalty purchases? Ernest has got a custom one for you, Ed, I think.
My brain's too fried to even think about that.
Yeah, how do we do that? Let's see if we... Yeah, I don't quite understand that one. Ernest says, yeah, it's custom. If you put it into support, we can certainly get you an opinion on whether it's doable. Let's see. That wasn't Joe. That was Josh. I don't get that.
Josh, the goat farmer? Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, no. Oh, maybe. Yeah, Dave M. Hit me up in support. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Do you have to be a TTT member in order to use Coupon Commander? No, Jack, you don't if you own Wrecking Ball SMS. In the future, Wrecking Ball SMS will be sold module by module, but this is your opportunity to buy it for a lifetime, and it does include the GCC module within it. So if you wanted to use the GCC standalone, yes, you would need to be a Think Tank member. And let's see. This is a great question. Jason, you may want to comment on this. Will the training walk a newbie through everything from setup to selling?
All day long.
All day long.
Yes. Answer is yes.
Okay. Talk about the 30-day challenge just a little bit, Jason, because we've included that and why it's included and for, the reason we specifically put that in there.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good question, Dave. I think it stands for itself. I mean, you all have this robust system, but the main question is, how do I use it to go out and make money and land clients with, right? So everything in this 30-day challenge, what we actually did was it actually ended up going about 40 days, not 30. Yeah. But we got together once a week, and we went from start to finish. We mapped out this thing from prospecting to client acquisition to in-meeting setting to closing to follow-up to client retention to implementing SMS campaigns to best practices. We went through every single thing you could possibly imagine. No stone was left unturned. And once you go through this training, you'll know exactly how to go out and land a client. So it's literally based on experience, based on exactly what I did, a culmination of what Dave did, of what we have done is all based on actual experience and the flat-out work. So we even have what we call FPC inside of there, which is fastest path to cash for those that want to hurry up, get started, and go out and make some money with it. So you're well taken care of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, excellent. And
what else do we have here?
That's excellent answer, Jason. Brina wants to know how many clients are able to set up on the system for each install. Is unlimited. Unlimited. You can set up as many clients as you want. So, and I saw a question, Ed, on the pages I put install up to 3 domains. The reality here is, and correct me if I'm wrong, that they can install on more than 3 domains. They just got to ask for it, and we need to know why they're doing it.
Yeah, actually, because so many clients of ours, they had just so many websites running to handle all of their clients, we actually bumped that number to 6.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Let's see.
Bill says, I want to chime in as somebody who's used a ton of Wrecking Ball support. It's always been nothing but short of awesome. When Dave says don't worry about it, you don't have to worry about it. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, that's pretty dang cool. Thanks. I appreciate you saying that. I'm going to throw this up one more time here. A bunch of people saying they missed the link. I don't know how you could have, but that's okay. We'll show it to you again.
We're going so fast there, they're trying to pay attention.
We are, we're at 2 hours already, and we've been flying for 2 hours here.
I know it.
Moving at the speed of light. You can pick up lifetime grandfathered in access. Ask all of the legacy people that are on the call if I've honored our commitment, and they've all gotten access. If we've honored our commitment, and they will tell you yes. You can get lifetime access to the WBSMS system. It'll never be sold for a one-time price ever again. No joke. If you go to WreckingBallMobile.com, you can sign up for U.S. short code and MMS service and Canadian MMS service to go with your new Wrecking Ball account or your existing Wrecking Ball account at WreckingBallMobile.com/MMS. I've got them both up on the screen right now. Rob says, if we buy tonight, do we become legacy members? Yes, you do. That's the whole thing right there, Rob. That's the whole thing. MMS costs a little bit of money because it takes an awful lot of work to provide, but you'll never have to pay another dime for the Wrecking Ball SMS system, ever. So, let's see here. Lena put in a support ticket. Lena says, is normal SMSs worldwide, right? I don't want to call it worldwide, but we can certainly point you in a direction to see how it will work in the parts of the world that you want to work with. Let's see. Can you use... yeah, Ed, do you want to address that? Can they just stay on the existing short code monthly if they don't want the MMS platform? How are we going to do that?
They want to keep the short code but not have MMS?
Yeah, that doesn't make
Why?
any sense. Yeah, that's a good question. If you have a legit reason for that and we don't understand it, put it in support and we'll certainly take care of it. Kenny says, so current members would pay $2.99 and no more $47 a month. That's correct, Kenny. That's correct. But I'm going to be very honest, and in the past, the fact that we haven't sold this in almost 2 years, I think stands to this. We are going to hit a cap in support, and we will know it when it happens, and then that will be it. And several people have asked, what's the price going to be after this offer? I can't even promise you that it's ever going to be for sale again. And that's the truth. It may not be for sale again for 6-8 months. If it's ever sold for a one-time price, it'll be a little higher than this. If we've got some room, we'll let some more people in. And I can promise you that the next time it's offered to the general public, it will have a monthly strap to it. So Ed Woot, as the MMS capabilities reach into the expanded, the server load goes up and pricing will be headed up there as well, probably, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So MMS Woot Tech service will also be rising as the MMS technology goes up. It means what it means. I can't go into any more detail than that on Bob. I can't predict the future on that one. So let's see. John has a ULBOA question. John, we've got a solution for that, and I believe Jason's answering that in the question box. If you miss it, just please.
Answered it.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, Ed, do you know, does MMS support a GIF image?
I'm looking now. If you guys search on Google, type in like Twilio and then MMS MIME types, I think you'll get your answers of all the file types that can be sent using MMS.
Perfect. And Lorenzo says, how heavy duty a hardware does he need? How big a server? Dedicated servers and storage space and all that? I know for a fact, Lorenzo, that it's a fairly
shared hosting.
Yeah, it's a fairly lightweight script, so you won't have any problems.
Yeah, I can tell you if this was made as a WordPress plugin, it would be slow as hell.
Well, it would. I can't even. You may know the number, Ed. The last time I counted, it was like 1,780 or 80 pages of code, or 80 files of code.
It's more than that. I think it's in whole. It's over 1 million lines of code.
Yeah, it's massive. There's no other SMS platform on the planet that does half of what our system does. I have no trouble saying that out loud.
Yeah, somebody posted earlier in a comparison of what's already out there, and they kind of said everybody else's system is like Stanford and Sons SMS system compared to ours.
Yeah. Keith says, just got back on the call. I'm still paying $19.99 a month. What do I do to update my system? Put in a support ticket, Keith, because if it's been a while, we're going to need to just skip a few versions. I don't think there's going to be an update button you're going to be able to push to go from version 2 to 7. Let's see. Lorenzo says, so the cron jobs will not catch up with us on space. That's an Ed question, if ever there was one. Let's see.
No, not at all. There's only one cron job that.
Okay, and I know the payment and billing reminder and appointment reminder system has an API. Is there an API? Can you briefly describe the API access to the rest of the system, Ed?
Essentially, your system generates a key, and that key can be used in products such as Project Loyalty, and that allows Project Loyalty to almost become like the slave system to Wrecking Ball when it comes to sending SMS, because it's using the API of Wrecking Ball.
Got it. Makes sense. Let's see. Do you see any other questions that I may have missed here, Jason? I've been picking away at the bottom here.
Yeah, same here. I think we're good. Any final questions, guys? We're approaching 2 hours, and sometimes gets a little wonky at the 2-hour mark. Any final questions?
Lots of positive comments. Let's see, if I pass on the MMS option, can I upgrade down the road? Yeah, but like we talked about, prices go up, you know the drill. Let's see, looking for...
Just post in the chat box a link to the Twilio accepted MIME types for MMS.
Okay, excellent. How many clients can you set up to access their own interface? Unlimited. Unlimited clients.
Are there credits needed to be purchased with the MMS system? Ed?
What was that question again?
Are there credits need to be purchased with the MMS system? I didn't.
Not with MMS. If you use the shortcode, if you're getting a plan and you're not in Canada, you're in the United States, each plan comes with credits. It goes from 500 up to 1,500 credits, depending on the plan you pick. There is a bronze, a silver, and a gold. Each one goes up 500 credits, each plan, and that is rollover credits.
And if they send MMS messages, it does cost more, but it costs them more in their Twilio interface, not with Woot Text.
Exactly. There's no charges from Wootex for sending MMS.
Yeah. Paul says, how long will this offer be open? Paul, we will be closing it no later than Sunday, but I doubt it will make it till Sunday. We will close it when we feel we've reached a good, stable support base again, and it could be closed for an awful long time, like it was the last time. So, and I'm sorry, but that's what we have to do. We can only support so many, and we will close it when we hit that, when we hit that level, and we'll know what it is. Let's see. Greg, hit me up on Skype or in support, Greg A. We can talk about that, figure something out, I'm sure. Yes, the offer for MMS will stay open past. If you pass on the Wrecking Ball system, yep, I'm with you. Yep.
It is currently 2 cents to send an MMS.
2 cents, correct.
You can also draft SMS messages that are not just 160 characters, but up to 1,600 characters. Each 160-character message that you write in that one message. So if you had a 320, that counts as 2 credits.
Perfect. Yeah, no, Vic, you're fine. Your Wootex service works just fine. You misunderstood. You're good. Let's see. Richard says, can you please explain how this works for someone in Australia? I've bought because I've heard good things. I want to know how to go about plugging Twilio. Richard, inside the members area, go through the installation videos just like you're not in Australia, and you're going to be just fine. So that's all universal. It doesn't. The country part of it doesn't matter that much. Let's see. Waldo, if there's a hardcore issue, hit us up in support. We'll figure it out. I just used this with the Chamber of Commerce ice fishing context. Text fish to this for more info, and returned a link to a mobile website. They absolutely loved it. That's awesome. Keith, the best support link is support.wreckingballmobile.com, and it's in the chat box. So just like the link to buy, wreckingballmobile.com, with a support dot in front of it. And you can actually find a link at the bottom of the shopping cart page here as well. Let's see. Can you integrate all installs to one? No. No, but there's really not a whole heck of a lot of reason to have multiple installs unless you're dealing with multiple brands. Let's see. Oh, Michael, it's 6. It's 6, and frankly, if you need 7, Michael, it's not a problem. You're just going to have to call us and ask, or reach out in support and ask. Michael's asking if I needed more installs, is it okay? Yep, no problem. I put 3. Ed had decided we were okay to raise it to 6, and, as long as they're being used legitimately, that's not going to be a problem. Leslie's using the Firecrackers, using it for a Chamber to announce launches. Created mobile biz card with lots of info. They love it. We know they do. We see you post about that in the Thursday Think Tank. Does sub accounts mean there's an ability to create a reseller system? Yeah, that's exactly what it means, Paul. That's exactly what it means. Is it easy to transition existing clients from long phone number to short code? It is. Ed, do you want to talk about that for just a second?
Actually, it's probably something I didn't actually show you guys. It's called our Logical campaign.
Here, I'll pass you the screen back for a second.
Let me show you these other little tabs at the very top. I forgot to show you. First, we have campaign triggers, where anytime an SMS comes in, you can trigger any event. We have campaign QR codes, and we have logical campaign SMS. What this does allows you to take and segregate your list into other lists. Essentially what happens is you're going to send your customer a message, and if they respond with a keyword in that message, and let's assign, we're going to take them. When they text in car, they're responding to the message that we send them. We're going to put them into the championship campaign, and we have the option to keep on the existing list or just to send them to the other list. But this option here, if you want to convert them over to SureCode, just check that off. And what's going to happen is when they subscribe, they text in car, they're going to get a message from the SureCode 69696 that says, "Are you sure you want to join the championship campaign?" or however you structured that SMS, and that's how they get transferred over into the SureCode. I think I'm on the webinar by myself now. Next question.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm here. I was pushing the wrong darn buttons to get myself unmuted. We may have to have Jason a little follow-up supplementary call here.
Okay.
Just to get some questions answered, I think, because we're going to have to clip this or we're going to lose it. We know that.
Yeah.
If you're not on the fence, if you understand what's going on, we know we covered an awful lot of information here tonight. An awful lot of information here tonight. Let me take the screen back real quick. If you have questions, we'll get them answered. You can always find us at support.wreckingballmobile.com. You can pick us the WB SMS system for a one-time price at wreckingballmobile.com. You can grab United States short code 69696 short code service and U.S. and Canada long code MMS service at wreckingballmobile.com/MMS. We'll be mailing out a replay tomorrow, and Jason and I will make provisions to get all of your questions answered. I cannot tell you how long the offer will be available, but we will give you a heads up. If you're a current customer or a legacy member of the WB SMS system, watch your email. You'll be getting notification about the new members area throughout the course of the week. If you are a current Woot Text subscriber, please go here, sign up, and then put in a support ticket with the keywords you own that you need transferred over before you cancel your old service. Jason, Ed, do either one of you guys have anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think that was a great call, and like you said, Dave, I think it would be good to kind of have a follow-up call, maybe some training for the people that just came on board.
Absolutely. Ed and I have already got several follow-up technical calls planned for new buyers. I think, Jason, you and I should probably get a question and answer follow-up call about business model and some other tech stuff within the next couple of days here. We can mail.
Great.
Yeah, we'll mail that out to all of you. Everybody, you found us through an email, so we know you get them. So please watch your email over the next 4 or 5 days from us. We'll keep you updated about everything happening with WBSMS and Woot Text. And we appreciate you being here. And we'll talk to all of you very, very soon. Have a great night, everybody.
See ya.